Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I bring you my top concealers of 2021 list. So these are concealers that I discovered during this year that I continue to reach for, that I absolutely feel are worth mentioning because of the price point or the coverage, longevity, whatever it may be. I feel like these are definitely my top finds for this year. I did a review on all of these concealers, individual reviews. So if you're looking for something a little bit more in depth, depending on the concealer, I will link all of those reviews down in the description box below. Today we're simply going over the concealers and why I like them and why I feel they're worth mentioning and why I feel like they're the best of 2021 that I tried. So let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. First one up is the Catrice One Drop Full Coverage Weightless Concealer. This retails for $7 US. The only downside is that you can only find it in 8 different shades. I have to mix 2 shades in order to get a better shade match for my complexion. I do a little bit of nude beige and a little bit of camel beige, like half and half. And that usually gives me the perfect combination for the under eye area. It's super opaque. The formula is very liquidy. It's very thin, but like I said, it's truly opaque. So it's very lightweight, but definitely conceals the dark under eye area completely. I like using this with my Beauty Pie Corrector since this is a matte formula. However, even though it's matte, it's still very flexible. It moves with the skin. It's truly long lasting. Price point is great. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, and it's not scented. So it is a great option. The only downside is the shades, but I love it. I still love it nonetheless. Next one up is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. It retails for $9 US and you can find it in 16 different shades. I use the shade Medium Neutral. I love the way that this looks underneath the eyes. It provides a really nice amount of coverage, especially when you wear it with a color corrector. I like to pair this with my Beauty Pie Corrector because it provides it a nice hydrating base to sit on top of. I set it with a powder and I don't have to worry about it looking excessively dry or anything like that. It's comfortable. High in coverage, like I said, it's lightweight, truly, truly great, especially for the price. Next one up is the Lancome Tanti Doll Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This one retails for $29 US and you can find it in 20 different shades. I use the shade 330, which is Bisque Neutral, although I do want to grab the next shade up. I just want to use this one all up before I purchase a lighter shade because I think this one may be just a little bit too deep. However, the coverage is insane. It is truly amazing as far as how it wears. It's comfortable, it's lightweight, it stays in place, it's long lasting, and it's super high in coverage. I feel like with this one, I don't necessarily need a corrector underneath it in order to get the same amount of coverage that I do with a corrector. So it's truly, truly amazing when it comes to coverage. I love pairing this with my Lancome corrector whenever I do pair it with anything. They wear beautifully together. I never have an issue when I pair them together as far as coverage, longevity, anything like that. It's really, really good. Next one is from Revolution Beauty, from Makeup Revolution. This is the Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. It retails for $10 US and you can find it in 14 different shades. I use the shade Warm Tan. I really, really love this formula. It's long lasting. The coverage is actually a lot better than what I was initially thinking that it was going to be. I didn't think that it was going to provide full coverage or anything close to, but it does. And not only does it provide a lot of coverage when you wear a corrector underneath it, which personally I like to pair this with my NARS corrector, but it also wears and looks and conceals really well even without a corrector. The price point is great. The coverage is amazing. The only issue is the applicator. It comes with a sponge, but I've taken mine off because most of the product gets wasted and left behind in the sponge. When you're cranking it and you're trying to get it out for the first time, you waste so much product by just cranking it and waiting for the sponge to be fully saturated so that you can apply it underneath your eyes. So it's truly a waste. And not only is it a waste, but it's also kind of gross, honestly. Other than that though, it's a great concealer. I really, really recommend it. But yeah, the sponge is just take it off. Take the sponge off and you're good to go. Next one up is from Beauty Pie. This is their Everyday Great Skin Concealer. It typically retails for $28. However, members get it for around $11 US. You get 14 different shades to choose from. I personally like to use the shade Honey, which I believe is the shade number 600. And then sometimes I add a little bit of Buff, which is the shade 400, just to lighten it up a little bit. I find that Honey is a really good color correcting shade and a concealer shade all in one, at least for me. And so sometimes I don't even bother with a corrector. I just grab this one, apply a little bit underneath both eye areas, and I'm pretty good to go. It's long lasting, it's full coverage, it's comfortable, and it's buildable. So if you just apply a little bit and you're not necessarily happy or satisfied with the coverage that you get only with one layer, you can double it up and it's no big deal. I love this stuff. I usually wear this with my Beauty Pie corrector and I find that they pair really, really nicely. Highly, highly recommend. Another drugstore concealer that I have on my list is this one here from NYX. This is their Bear With Me Concealer Serum. It retails for $11 US and you can find it in 13 different shades. I used the shade medium underneath the eyes and kind of all over the face, really. It's a really nice, like, everyday option if you're not looking for full coverage. Now, if you are looking for higher coverage with this particular concealer, then I definitely recommend you use it with a corrector underneath. I used a more hydrating corrector, so I used this with my Beauty Pie corrector. Since it is very emollient, it gives me a nice hydrating layer for this to sit on top of, because I usually do set it, and I've noticed that when I set it, it can look a little bit dry. That's the only thing. But this is perfect for an everyday, especially if you're not looking for high coverage. If you're just looking to brighten up for the day a little bit and look a little bit more put together and like you got, plenty of sleep, this one is a great option. It's lightweight. It feels very comfortable. It feels like second skin. It's vegan, it's cruelty free, and at $11 US, it's really good. It's really good. And last on my list is this Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer. This retails for $32 US and you can only find it in 10 different shades, which is a bit of a bummer because it is a really good formula. I love the way that this looks on top of my Beauty Pie corrector and set with their Ultra HD setting powder. Those three together are a match made in heaven. At least I like to think so, underneath my eye area, because it completely conceals and it stays in place. It's long lasting. It doesn't look excessively dry or crepey or like too much. It's perfect. It's truly, truly perfect. I hate, like I said, that they only have 10 different shades, because I feel like this is definitely one of those like hidden gems. I've yet to hear anybody really talking about it, and it could be because it's not a new product. It's been out for quite some time. In fact, in my review, I believe someone mentioned in the comments, if I remember correctly, that they had a wider shade range, but then they cut it down to the 10, which is definitely unfortunate because it is such a great formula. I truly hope that they bring more shades back. It's long lasting, it's high in coverage, especially when you use it with a corrector, and it does not move. Like, once you set that guy, it is good to go all day long. I really, really like it. And yeah, I wish they had more shades because it's a good one. It's definitely a good formula. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's concealer roundup for 2021 and that you found it helpful. Make sure you let me know what concealers you personally grabbed the most during this last year. I feel like I'm constantly reviewing concealers. I don't feel like it. I constantly am reviewing concealers, and sometimes I forget of the stuff that I really, really liked and the things that I like discovered throughout the year. So I find these videos really fun for me personally, because I get to go through my entire stash and just kind of remember that there are so many great concealers to choose from. So yeah, let me know which ones you enjoyed this year. Let me know which ones you want to try. Let me know anything, any new concealers, any future reviews that you want to see here on my channel. Leave all that down below. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.